Okay, let's go and jump to rank games with a random character and see what we're going to get today. So it looks like we're playing the PYROMANCER. We do start off with a spear here. And our offering ball as well, which is really nice. Now the question is, do we take a hammer, dagger type start? That's actually crazy. I mean, that's 10% chance to get a rare item. And we managed to get possibly the two best rare items that work together. I'm going to be offering up the spear. I'm going to be offering up the lump of coal too. I'm going to take the hammer for now as well. And I would love to crack him in the piggy bank, but we can't really get it just yet. However, I'm going to take the piggy bank. I'm going to take the banana. Let's preserve the dagger. And yeah, I'm going to move on with this. We actually need a star of courage in. And this should be a pretty decent round one. We're going to have a lot of damage. We're going to be running those down like there's no tomorrow. But can we beat him down before it even matters here? Potentially. Although they're after dealing some big damage too. And a mason. We're going to be offering a spear with the lump of coal because we're going to be trying to get an anomaly here, which we didn't get. And we did get a chili pepper, which is really nice as well. Which is genuinely awesome. Now I do want to grab our dagger. I do want to grab the stone. We could go for a molten dagger. I do want to grab the bag of stones. And I do want to roll once here looking for a bit of storage. I'm going to take the pocket sand. And I'm going to roll again here. We definitely need that storage. Now I do want to keep our piggy bank just in case we get piggy pinata. I do want to offer up potential chili. We could keep our set of blueberries. And we could offer this up for right now. I would love to put in our dagger, but if we want to be greedy, we keep our piggy bank. If we actually want to win the rounds, we put in our dagger here. And that should be 7 gold here. Am I crazy? Pocket sand is worth 2 golds. The chili is worth 5 gold. So yeah, it should be 7 gold. We want to win. We place in our dagger. We want extra money. We want our piggy bank in as well. I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to keep our piggy bank. We could have smashed it open here as well, but yeah, I'm waiting until we get our next skill as well. Now, can we beat down this ranger here? They do have the shell totem, which is going to be a lot of heals. They got a bit of blind on us, which makes the hammer here a lot worse. So unfortunately, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to out-survive this one. For sure. It is what it is. We'll see what we get. Something awesome, hopefully. Okay, customer card, maybe not so great. With a lump of coal is not too bad. We're definitely going to be smashing up piggy banks right now. And that is literally going to be knife to meet you, hammer, dagger type action. We're going to have to take that. For sure. Let's grab our fanny pack. Let's grab a storage. Now, I actually want to grab healing herbs. And I do want to roll here to look for good old stones here. That's crazy. Hunger Blade super early on is definitely crazy. Okay, for now though, I'm going to actually be moving on with this. I do have our knife to meet you inside our fanny pack here to increase the speed of it. We're going to be offering a customer card along with a lump of coal and our set of blueberries here. I'm actually going to move this up slightly so we can still crack open this piggy bank. Yeah, we're going to be offering that up into our offering bowl. I'm going to be moving on with this. We don't have our bag of stones in, unfortunately. But we'll see. Now that is going to be super fast to restore it. They do have enchanted weapons, which means we're going to be trying to stack up a lot of blind as well. But can we keep up? Unfortunately, yeah, it's not looking too great for us. Now, actually, before I do move on, make sure we crack open that piggy bank. Hell yeah. What are we going to get? Okay, Amid Life's pretty decent here. We do want to be offering that up. And we want to be grabbing ourselves another piggy bank with another stones. Now, Helpot to help us survive a little bit longer would be kind of nice too. Let's grab another fanny pack. And I'm going to roll again. And another piggy bank I do want to grab also. The only thing is, I'd love to craft up a Shelly as well, instead of a strong Helpot. So I do want to grab this shell totem. Now I'm going to take an extra flame here. I'm going to be offering up our bunch of kinds. It should be worth about 8 golds. I'm just going to have a quick look at it. It's worth 9 gold actually. So that should be fantastic to be offering up into our offering bowl. We could wait to crack open 3 piggy banks and offer up 27 gold worth of items. I think right now though, I'm just going to offer up our bunch of kinds right now, as we crank open our next piggy bank. Now I did have to put a flame in, so we have a little bit of scaling damage on our bone dagger. It's not going to be a whole lot though, since it is only going to be 1 heat. But it is going to make this dagger deal a little bit more damage overall. But can we keep up with this smelly wall, vitamin basket, ranger here? Again, they're stacking up that blinds. Our knife to meet you should be giving us an extra damage here as well. But they do have an insane amount of regen. They do have an insane amount of block. And that's a lot of blinds stacked up. We have 50% accuracy on our hammer here. And honestly, yeah, it's not looking too great here. We definitely need to grab ourselves an eye lamp. And unfortunately, we do want to fall in short. But we should be able to get some value right now. We also got ourselves a big old dragon, which probably... Okay, that was genuinely crazy. We could offer up the dragon egg here. It is quite a bit with our bunch of kinds. Maybe we want to do that. That should be 14 gold worth of items. I'm kind of down for it. Now, I still want to craft up Shelly here. Doesn't mean we can't grab our piggy bank unless we sell some flames, which is not so ideal. We could offer up the Amulet of Life as well. To be honest, I think I'm actually just going to move on with this for now. We're going to get our piggy bank. We're going to be actually offering up the Amulet as well. We should be able to start off with quite a bit of heat. So we should be able to skill up this Molten Dagger a lot faster. With the Eye Lamp, blind is not going to matter too much. Our hammers should be able to hit more often. I mean, we should be able to stun our opponent a little bit faster here too. So our Molten Dagger gets a lot of damage. And yeah, not too bad here. Amazing even. Now, what the hell are we going to get from this? Something awesome, hopefully. A fancy rapier. It's definitely awesome. Also, pineapple. Let's grab this for now. Amulet Feasting is kind of nice, actually, not gonna lie. I'm gonna grab our piggy bank because I do want to smash that open. And I do want to grab ourselves another set of healing herbs. But I do want to be offering up our fancy rapier with the pineapple. And we do need to find ourselves extra daggers. But we're not really taking them right now, unfortunately. But hey, we are going to be getting a blind stack of builds. I'm glad we do have our eye lamp here. They're going to be getting quite a bit blind on us. But as long as we get our eye lamp, it should be really good. With a fancy rapier, we stack up a little bit of luck as well. So it's not too bad here. And amazing. We could have actually used this fancy rapier for quite some time, actually. Wait, what are we going to get? Okay, a lightsaber. Into a dark saber. I mean, we could switch it up from a hammer dagger build to a lightsaber build. I mean, how nuts would that actually be? We need to get our healing herbs, so we should be able to get our blind stacked up from the very beginning. We do want to grab our corrupted crystal. Do you want to go for a dark saber? I think I want to keep it as a lightsaber. To be honest, that way we can actually stack up a lot of blind from the get-go. Hell yeah. Now, you know what? Should we grab this storage? We don't necessarily actually need it, so I'm going to roll here. Now, do you want any of these items? I mean, we could take the box of riches, grab some green gemstones. Yeah, I think it's going to be super valuable here to take it. I'm going to be offering up our hammer with a bunch of kinds. It's done a lot for us. It's time to actually get rid of it for now as well. But yeah, let's get going and see what we can do. So we should be able to inflict blind with our lightsaber from the get-go. We should have that blind for 6 seconds. While our hammer does amazing damage and awesome. But again, we're going to be offering that up. Okay, Holy Armor is kind of nuts. And we could try to go full holy builds with the Burning Banner. Burning Banner, we definitely need another lightsaber. And go for Light Gooberts. Or even try to go for a King Goobert with our box of riches. It sounds like a lot of fun. The only thing is, lightsaber is unstackable blinds. Otherwise, we go Dark Saber, Dark Lantern. We do have one dark item. We could get a bunch of dark items with our Holy Armor. Well, having a knife to meet you gives us enough time to activate as well. I'm definitely in between both of these right now. I'm going to take Burning Banner today. We're going for a Burning Banner type build, and that is crazy. Do we actually want a Prismatic Orb here? It is a holy item. Am I crazy for not taking it? Let's grab a gemstone. I'm going to roll. I'm not going to take it. That is going to be some regen for us. We have to take it. Grab any item and sale. Let's roll again. And how about Sir Sand? Definitely. Sir Sand will be kind of awesome. Now, if you craft up a dark armor here. Now, if you craft up a dark armor here, it doesn't become a holy item anymore. But it helps our opponents from not cleansing up lines, which I'm kind of down for. The only thing is, starting off with the holy armor, we're going to have crazy absurd amount of regen for our lightsaber. Yeah, I'm going to have to go for this dark saber. Dark armor here. We also do want to craft up Sir Sand as well. We also need a dagger in so we can get some damage on our knife to meet you as fast as possible. And we do want to be offering up a lot of golds on our whetstone as well. Could we offer up our Amulet Feasting? I do kind of like keeping it though. But I think we're actually going to have to get rid of it. We're going to get rid of it. With a whetstone, that should be 8 golds. I guess not looking too bad here. Piggy bank I can't really afford to put in. I'm going to grab a bag of stones. Now, next question is, do we want to grab ourselves this dagger? Take out our knife to meet you to trigger a little bit faster. I think I'm still going to take it. And I'm going to move on. I'm not going to craft up another molten dagger though. And we'll see how we get on with this. We should have probably placed this in our armor so we get a little bit of block as well. We're going to be trying to go full on blind stack it, which means, yeah, we're going to need a lot of support. especially with opponents stacking up blinds. So we need a lot of birds. But, hell yeah, not too bad here. And what we're going to get? Not too bad. Something to stack I would gladly take. Scrapper Dagger, Flawless Emeralds is going to be for regen if you want that. I think I'm just going to take our storage. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to roll. That is a hard container. It's going to help us stack up some regen. I'm not sure if we do want it. Or should we take it? We could also go for Stone Golem here, but it would eat up a lot of our regen from the very beginning, which, yeah, we're going to be using up quite a bit of regen. So I'm not sure if I do necessarily actually want that. So I'm just going to roll for now. I'm going to grab this bit of storage, and I'm going to sell 1 flame to take this unstable recombobulator. I'm going to be unstable recombobulating potentially quite a bit here. I think right now I'm going to be offering up our Piggy Bank, our Walrus Tusk, little chip sapphire, and a flame for right now. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. We should have a 30% chance to not let our opponents cleanse that blind, which is really nice. We definitely want to increase as much as possible because our opponent can't hit us. They can't lifesteal, which is really nice. The thing is, they do have an island, which does counter us a little bit, but yeah, it shouldn't be too bad here. This lightsaber is dealing quite big damage, actually, which is kind of nice. Now, can we get something awesome here? Potentially, hopefully. A Shepherd's Crook and a Peasant's Flask. Maybe not so great. Now, the thing is, we could take Norris Please here, help us stack up our buffs, our debuffs, I mean. However, by the Holy Light is 150,000% going to have to be it because it's going to turn our items into holy items. That's for sure, as well as Jin's Lamps. And it's going to help us get some more holy items. So, yeah, we're going to be taking that, and that is crazy. So, we're going to take this. And I might place in here for now. We could stack a bunch more holy items around our corrupted armor here. I mean, we could have our lightsaber up top. We could also have this here. Or we could have everything targeting our burning banner so we can try to inflict as much blind as possible. Now, we could craft up a Darksaber, but I'm not sure if I really want to. If we're going specifically for a bunch of debuffs, Darksaber is going to be better. It's going to do a lot more damage, but we're stacking up a lot of blind here, which means, yeah, it actually does more damage per blind. The only thing is, I actually really want to keep this set up. It does mean we're going to have to take a 1 dagger, which is going to be super unfortunate. I'm going to roll once here. And we could take pretty much all this. Mana Orb on sale, we could go for Mana Dagger as well. But I'm not too pushy about the daggers here. I do still want to offer up these items. I'm going to take everything here. I'm going to move on with this for now. We should be able to inflict quite a bit of blinds. With DUAL Lightsabers and our Burning Banner, since we're going to be triggering our lightsabers pretty fast with it. But hey, can we take on this Ranger? Definitely looking like so. And amazing. Definitely smashing here. Now that's a Villain Sword. He's also crazy. And speaking of crazy, that is going to be dark item for our Corrupted Crystal. Corrupted Armor. Hell yeah. Villain Sword I don't necessarily really want. It is a low stamina cost weapon. We could try to fit that in as well. It is kind of a nice unique. But first of all, I'm going to grab the storage. And I do want to grab this Holy Armor. Now that is going to be regen from the very beginning, which is going to be even better for us. And we could offer up the Villain Sword and the Mana Orb as well. Am I crazy for not offering up the Villain Sword here with the Mana Orb? I think I'm going to have to take it. We're going to have to take it. We're going to have to sell 2 flames here. 3 flames actually. I was completely wrong with maths. And yeah, I'm going to be offering up this Mana Orb along with the Villain Sword here. That should be quite a bit. We should be able to stack up quite a bit of blinds. We start off with a lot more regen. Hell yeah, I'm going to be moving on with this. And we're going to see how this goes. Now this Arm to Darkness is not going to be in the best position, but it'll have to do. We've got quite a bit of blinds. And yeah, it's not looking too bad. It's stacking up. With our Burning Banner, we should be able to inflict quite a bit as well. And our opponent has pretty much no accuracy. So hell yeah. Amazing. Now, what the hell are we going to get from this? Something awesome, hopefully. We'll see. Okay. Another freaking fancy fencing rapier. I think I'm going to sell this one, unfortunately. I don't think we can really actually fit that one in. Divine Paw, I will gladly take those. It's going to be another holy item. I wouldn't mind grab a hard container here. And maybe we still want to craft up a Corrupted Armor here. Since we're only going to be able to activate potentially one of our lightsabers anyway, we could craft up that second Corrupted Armor so our opponent cannot cleanse any of that blind. Also really nice. Now another hard container. We could activate that from the very beginning with our Holy Armor too. I think I'm just going to take a dagger. I'm going to roll once here. Let's grab this little bit of storage. Let's grab this too. What's it going to be? Amulet Feasting. Yeah, I'm going to be offering that up too. And might as well grab ourselves a little pocket sand also. And we probably should have this in too, but I'm going to roll. And it really wants us to take heart containers here. I suppose it is going to be another holy item, but it does cost quite a bit. I mean, we could just get our stone golem online from the very beginning with this holy armor as well. Give us a bunch of block, give us a lot more damage. Yeah, we probably should actually do that instead. So we'll see just how much we're going to start off with. 7, so we would be able to activate our stone golem from the get-go. The only thing is, we wouldn't be able to get a blind from the get-go too. Actually, it's not looking too bad here. Opponent does have 10% accuracy and amazing. Genuinely amazing. Now let's see what we're going to get here. Something hopefully awesome. Stamina sack's not terribly bad here. Also, triple lightsabers. Yeah, I don't think triple lightsaber is going to be able to play. Genuinely probably not going to be able to play. So the thing is, I'm going to take this heart container. I'm going to take this heart container and I'm going to be crafting up a stone golem here. I do want to take the shiny shell so we get a little bit more regen. We should probably actually prioritize the corrupted armor here instead. I think this is looking pretty darn good for right now. I can't really afford to fit any of this stuff in, but yeah, we should have a lot of holy items stacking up that blind for us. We're going to get our stone golem online, so we should be able to get a bunch of block from the very beginning as well. Yeah, I'm going to be taking this shield as well. Or should we actually take the shield? It's a little bit of block, so if our opponent does manage to hit us, it is 6 gold. I'm going to reserve for right now. We're going to move on with this. We'll see how we get on. We are going to begin an opponent who is going to be cleansing a lot of that blind, which could be troublesome here. I mean, they have 0% accuracy. They do have some scaling luck with this as well. But they're going to have a little bit tougher time actually cleansing all that blind. So you know what? Not too bad. Amazing even. And we do end up with a 50 DPS. Our opponent had pretty much 6 DPS, and that's all from the spikes. As for heals, we do end up with very, very little healing. But as for block, we do end up with not crazy block either. But I do think we can actually make this a lot crazier, so we're definitely going to carry on. Okay, and I'm going to be straight up offering that up again. Now, I didn't craft up our Sir Sand. We could have crafted up a second one. I know it's unstackable, but it's going to be a little bit more block, or a little bit more blind as well. And I can actually make this pretty strong golem as well, which is going to be kind of nice. I do want to grab this fanny pack. And I do kind of want to increase the speed of our knife to meet you. I do want to grab our pocket sand. I do want to grab this for now as well. And I think I'm going to take the shield. I'm going to take the shield. I'm going to roll once here. Phoenix, I'd love to offer up 2. There's actually a few things I'd love to offer up as well, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to. Because, I mean, I really want our shield in here. With a stone golem as well, yeah, we're going to be tight on space. That is for sure. If we want damage on our stone golem, yeah, it's going to be a little bit tight for space. I'm going to roll again. Pineapple on sale, that's a bird, which is going to be moving that luck. We have to grab you as well. I mean, we could switch our setup around just a little bit so we have our eye lamps being in this position. It just means we're going to have a little bit more value on our corrupted armor here as well, which is kind of nice. The thing is, we are running out of spaces for our daggers, to be honest. I'm not sure if we're going to actually be able to fit in our dagger for our knife to meet you. I'm not going to be offering up anything this round, which is a little less than ideal, but it is what it is. Now, I'd love to be crafting up a sun shield here. So yeah, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. And we are going to have to move on with this for now. So we should still be able to stack up quite a bit of blinds. We did lose our eye lamp activating as well, but we should have quite a bit of chance here to actually keep our blind here. So it shouldn't be too bad. However, can this opponent actually keep up with us? We do have a lot of spike stacking. We are running out of stamina since we did take out our banana, but not too bad. Now hell yeah, I've got our sun shields. Let's grab this fanny pack. Let's grab the bird. Let's roll once here. And I do want to grab this as well because that's going to be more regen. We need as much regen as possible on our holy armor. Now we do want to roll again. We could go for another holy armor. Triple holy armors. Would be kind of nice. I'm going to grab this protectable purse. We could actually go for another dark armor here, but I do kind of like keeping our holy armor so we get a bunch of regen stacked up from the very beginning. Should we take another holy armor here? Yeah, we probably should. I'm going to actually move on with this for now. And we'll see. We should be able to inflict our blinds. We should be able to get our stone golem online and have enough left over. With our bird, we should be able to actually remove some luck as well, stopping our opponent from actually having accuracy from hitting it. So you know what? It's not looking too bad here, and they're going to have a tough time clearing it as well. It's kind of amazing. We could grab more damage on our stone golem. We definitely want our daggers in, so our stone golem has a chance to stun. dealing a bunch of damage too, but let's grab our armor. I'm gonna roll here. We definitely need a bunch of storage, that's for sure. Right, do you want to grab this shiny shell? I'm gonna roll again. And yeah, I'm gonna keep rolling for now. We could add 4 lightsabers. The thing is, I do want to place our armor in like so, but I'm gonna roll again. I'm gonna sell this to roll once more. That's another bird, which I'm gonna gladly take. I also really want this, along with a protectable purse as well. And the thing is, I'd actually rather have the bird over the extra holy armor here. I'm thinking about selling it to grab that bird. Because blind and that luck is going to be one way we're actually going to lose. That is one way we're actually going to lose. Now, we do also want this in, but then we're going to lose on our stamina. We're kind of low on stamina, so we might actually have to leave out our Sir Sand for now. And then a little Star of Courage. And yeah, let's keep moving. So, double birds. Going to be nice here. That's for sure. Our opponent does have a hammer dagger builds with the hardwood and eye lamps, but that hammer has 0% accuracy right now. We got so much blind. We got a good bit of block. Stone Golem's going to be dealing quite a bit of damage as well. So our stamina shouldn't be too dependent on our lightsabers. And hell yeah, not even close, to be honest. Definitely smashing. Let's grab our fanny pack. Let's grab a protectable purse. And another heart container. We could have had 75 heart containers and just had a bunch of stack and max life as well, which would have been kind of awesome. Now, I think I'm just going to roll again. If you want to go for another Sir Sands, we could take another Sir Sand as well. But I don't think so. That is going to be another bird. Triple birds. It means no luck whatsoever from our opponents. Will be kind of awesome. We're already really tight in storage with what we have so far. I mean, we could take it and place it in this side and have it in a pretty bad position. Or we could actually take the bird and place it in this position. Triggers our weapons a little bit faster. I'm going to take it. And we could take this as some stamina for ourselves as well, which will be kind of nice too, but I didn't mean to reserve it as I rolled. Yeah, I'm a little bit stupid. I'm going to roll again though. Heart container on sale for 6. Yeah, definitely really wants us to take heart containers, which is kind of funny. I'm going to sell you. I'm going to sell you too. I might actually take this bit of storage. Do you want to place in this banana? Or do we want to start sand in for a little bit more defenses? Yeah, I think we're happy enough with this for right now. I'm going to sell this 1 dagger to roll again. And you've been on sale for 6 would be nice. Would be a nice activator for our burning banner as well, to be inflicting a bunch more blind too, because it's going to be super fast as well. But I don't think I'm actually going to take it. I think we're just going to move on with this for now. So we are going to begin a Mana Thirst, which is going to have 100% accuracy, versus a Starfire, which has 0% accuracy, along with a Burning Blade. So that Mana Thirst is going to deal quite some damage, but is it going to be enough to actually beat us down here? By the looks of it, definitely not. Hell yeah. They did manage to get quite a bit of luck there towards the end, but amazing. I'm going to take the Stamina Sack. I'm going to roll. And a Prismatic Orb could be a nice way to stack up a bunch of buffs. It's going to be a bit slow, so I'm not going to take it. Another Stamina Sack I'm going to gladly take, and we're going to start potentially getting rid of some of our balls here. Or some of our bags. Specifically, these right here. Sell those. We're going to roll again. Let's keep moving. Another Stamina Sack we could take as well. I'm going to roll again though. And I'm going to keep rolling. Don't really necessarily want any of these items. Let's keep moving. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to increase the speed of our Stone Golem. That would be potentially a little bit better for ourselves. Maybe. I'm going to sell the Molten Dagger. Protectable Purse would be nice. That's the 700 millionth freaking heart container we've seen today. But yeah, this is pretty much going to be our whole build. There's probably definitely ways we could have increased our build potential by having our box reaches in a little bit more. We could have stacked up more gemstones, like healing reduction would be awesome as well. But definitely a super fun build, to be honest. A By the Holy Light, dual lightsaber, blind stack and build with triple birds. So removing all that luck from our opponents, while also having a tough time cleansing those debuffs on our corrupted armor as well. But let's sell 2 flames before I do move on. Let's sell a flame as well as that for now. And you know what? Let's take our little coal and get a little bit more block, resist 1 extra debuff. And yeah, we're going to call it here. Let's see if we can win out. Can a knife to meet you by the Holy Light go up again a chili cheese Excalibur with a Paradise Burb? They're actually going to be stacking up quite a bit of buffs here, but as long as we can potentially Make sure they don't stack up luck here. We'll see though. Can we actually keep up? Because that is going to be a lot of blind, but the amount of heat they're going to have, they're going to be cleansing that blind a little bit faster. Potentially. But can we keep up? That's an insane amount of heats. We could be in trouble here. Because if that blind does go down, we're not going to have as much damage here. They're also stealing our buffs with the Burning Banner too, which is not so great. And they have quite a bit of max life here. And it's still going up. Yeah, we could be in huge trouble here. We are running out of stamina. And they're about to break through our armor. Over 1000 max life. And that is an insane amount of buffs. Yeah, we definitely have a tough time going into a Chili Cheese Excalibur for sure. Especially with Paradise Burb and enchanted weapons. Yeah, this spawn definitely has us outscaled. They've stole all our freaking regen as well. And unfortunately, we did meet a match. Right at the end, we had a pretty good run until then. Unfortunately. We only ended up with about a 40 DPS because our opponent did actually manage to get rid of a lot of blind. As for heals, we only ended up with 10 healing per second. As for opponent, they dealt 84 healing per second. With 60 max health gained as well. And as for block, we did manage to get 478 block, which is not crazy, but it's still pretty decent. Since our main source of defense was a lot of blind. I mean, we did inflict 71 blind. Kinda nuts. We did survive 3 lives left. Let's go and see just how much rank points we managed to get. Plus 20. Ranking us back up to Masters and more once again. But anyways, I'm going to be here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope to keep looking for the next one. I'll see you next time. Okay, we're back in history, and we couldn't leave it on the last one. We'll see how we deal with big old Busted Blade here. They're pretty much going to have 10% accuracy. The Wing Boots is going to cleanse a lot of those debuffs. But we're going to have that constant blind on him. So we should be in a pretty good spot. But that shield is eating up a lot of our stamina, especially with that spike shield as well. But not too bad. Now, can we deal with cold stacking builds? Potentially. If they slow us down, we could be in trouble. But again, decreasing our accuracy down so they can hit us with that frostbite. It's going to help us out quite a bit. However, we don't have as much blind as I'd like on our opponent, to be honest. But yeah, it's not looking too bad here. Amazing. Now, can we deal with this Burning Blade, Fortuna's Grace? They're going to have quite a bit of accuracy here. Well, can we actually get rid of all this luck? Decreasing our crits, decreasing our accuracy? Potentially not. They do have 2 Sun Shields as well to block a lot of damage. And so far, they do have 20% accuracy. And you know what? Not too bad. They are going to resurrect, but amazing.